Good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing fantastically well. It is Connor here with the Room Mill. We've got some stuff to discuss this morning, but before we start the video, as always, hope you're doing fantastically well. And if you wouldn't mind commenting on everything we discuss in this video, make sure you like, obviously, and subscribe. Check out the weekend's content. We did a podcast with LUFC Lewis where we chatted everything Leeds United, the expectations, transfers, and everything leading up to the Manchester United game next week. And of course, check out the Room Mill that I did live from Ellen Road. It was a really good experience down there chatting to you guys about exactly what was going on. And let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so Phil rules Kuna out. Surprise, surprise? Not really. As I reported on the Rumour Mill, guys, from what I'd been told about 3 weeks ago, Leeds have always been interested. I don't even know if we've had direct contact, to be honest. A little bit like Rodrigo de Paul, it came from that side a lot. Leeds never put an offer in, so it was one of those sagas that was just continuing through the window, something that was going to really get Leeds fans to click on articles, but Kuna was never really happening. The Olympics had a massive say in that. His, domestic preparation would have been second to none. It'd have been nothing, really. And the valuation, a lot of people were talking about the valuation, reports of potentially 25, 30 million. Leeds were just never going to pay that for a central attacking midfielder after everything that went on last summer in terms of how much their expenditure actually was. So, rules out. That is ruled out. And of course, Phil Hay has ruled it out officially this morning. Lewis O'Brien, it is far from being close. Now Huddersfield Town know exactly who this guy is in terms of his pedigree and what they can get for him. They know Leeds United are looking for a central midfielder. They know he's on the tier list. They know they've missed out on Conor Gallagher. Who's next in line? Lewis O'Brien. So Huddersfield are playing hardball. Leeds United have had a £3 million bid rejected. Apparently, they're looking to make another bid, which could be for 5 to 6 million, which is looking to be rejected. Huddersfield Town want 8 million plus. Get it in the comment section below whether or not you pay 8 million for Lewis O'Brien. I personally would. I think there's a lot of development there. I think Leeds are just trying to haggle the price down. Do I think this one will get done? I said it at the weekend. I think Lewis O'Brien will end up a Leeds United player. I think he wants to come to Leeds United, and I also think Leeds United are going to be able to offer Huddersfield Town a package which they simply can't refuse. But I think this one is going to go on till the end of the transfer window. I think we're going to be haggling this club down for the next 4 weeks, to be honest with you. So keep an eye on that one. Fabio Carvalho, watched him play at the weekend against Middlesbrough for Fulham. Extremely good. A real hot prospect. We've nabbed Fulham's hot prospects before, haven't we? Cody Drama being a key sort of example of that. They've got a lot of sort of hot prospects coming through their academy. Fabio Carvalho, the latest one, looks absolutely fantastic. Really comfortable on the ball and someone who would definitely fit into this Marcelo Bielsa side, or should I say Mark Jackson's setup. But the selling point for Leeds is going to be very, very difficult because now obviously he's starting for Fulham in the Championship. He's getting minutes for Fulham in the Championship. Why would he come to Leeds? The financial package, of course, would be there if he wanted to come to Leeds, but the secondary option is playing time. If Fabio Carvalho wants to play, is he going to want to come to Leeds United? Is he going to be part of Mark Jackson's setup in the 23s? I understand that obviously it's Premier League pathway born, him coming to Leeds United, but is he going to want to leave somewhere where he's starting, and what is the price tag going to be? Because this guy's development is ahead of what Cody Drama's was for Fulham at that moment in time. I hope you've got your coffee, your tea, your wine, everyone. As I always say, I've got my tea this morning. Bit of a dodgy cup, stripy cup. Not a fan of it, not a fan of it at all. Haven't mentioned the new kit. What do you reckon? Get it in the comment section below. I've not taken it off for about 4 days, so absolutely love it. But yeah, Fabio Carvalho. Interest as well from Porto and Norwich, apparently. Apparently there's 3 clubs in the race, including Leeds United, Porto, as I've just said, and Norwich. Nathan Nandez goes AWOL. Oh my God, this must mean Leeds are going to be signing him. No, I don't think so. I think this, if anything, sums up why Leeds shouldn't sign him. Nandez has gone and done a Harry Kane. He's gone AWOL from training amidst interest from Inter Milan, Leeds United and Juventus. He's refused to train the Uruguayan, which I don't think would entice Leeds United to get his sort of attitude into the club. I understand that he wants to force a move, but do I think refusing to go to training is the best move? 100% no. And as I've just said, will that entice Marcelo Bielsa to go and acquire his services, or Victor Orta to go and acquire his services, I should say. I think that's going to be a big problem just in his attitude. Anyway, once again, we knew Nandez was on a long list. I reported this on the Room Mill a good month ago. He's on a long list. Is he on that short list? I don't think so. Well, I know so, you know. So it is one of those things where I don't think that will get done. I just don't see where that happens. The valuation is through the roof anyway. They're looking north of 30 million. I think someone like Lewis O'Brien is more realistic for Leeds United. Conor Gallagher was out of the blue and he was on this tier list, but I think Lewis O'Brien, from what we know at this moment in time, is the hot target, is the hot take, and I just don't understand where on earth Nahitan Nandez fits into that transfer sort of strategy of Leeds United. Sasa Lukic, not John Lukic, Sasa Lukic, a central midfielder, Tuto Mercato World have reported that the 24-year-old could be on his way to Leeds United after Leeds made apparently an inquiry for the young Serbian midfielder. 8.5 million, which is very attractive because he's very, very cheap. And he fits the Leeds United mould. A very, very good pass completion rate. Passes per game as well is absolutely through the roof. And yeah, he's got a lot of clubs talking as Sasa Lukic. That is the name. Remember the name. But apparently there are several clubs looking at him, and Leeds are apparently in pole position according to TMW and 2 other reports I've found this morning. So whether or not you think Leeds are going to be going for that, you know, he verges on a little bit more of an attacking 8, does Sasa Lukic. So whether or not Leeds are going to be going for that, I still don't think we are. You know, I think we're just looking for the general midfielder, the overall package, like someone like Lewis O'Brien is, like someone like Conor Gallagher is. You forget Conor Gallagher going forward, his numbers going forward, they weren't that great. Lewis O'Brien's numbers going forward, they aren't that great. It's the overall package of a midfielder, someone who can slot in and do pretty much any job, not just someone who is generally a central attacking midfielder, or someone who is generally an attacking 8 and can do no more. Adolfo Gaich has been left out of the CSKA squad in pre-season after Leeds United have allegedly left a bid for the 6'4" Argentinian. Now, he made 18 appearances for CSK Moscow before being loaned out to Benevento, which, you know, doesn't have the highest, with all respect, it doesn't have the highest sort of calibre in terms of teams and what he did there. Didn't do great at Benevento either. I think this is a load of poppycock, to be honest with you. I don't see why Leeds United would go for a 6'4" striker who doesn't really fit the mould. His link-up play is decent, but he's barely played as well, to be honest with you. And there's probably going to be a huge price there because, you know, they're going to want a big price. He's got a lot of years ahead of him. And if Leeds United are coming into town, unfortunately, guys, because everyone knows we're a Premier League club, which is happening with Lewis O'Brien, they're going to absolutely drive the price up. You know, Lewis O'Brien, as an example, are Huddersfield going to get to a stage where they're asking for 9-10 million plus, which for Lewis O'Brien, I understand he's a young player, but he's playing in the bottom half of the Championship. Let's be right, guys. We're not talking, and I always mention it, but you know, an Emi Buendia last year at Norwich who's ripped the Championship up. Lewis O'Brien is a project, and someone like Gaich, I know CSKA Moscow are going to absolutely drive the price up because Leeds United are interested. Get it in the comment section below exactly what you think of all the rumours this morning. Have you enjoyed the video? If you have, please hit the like button. It gives me an indication of whether or not you are enjoying the content. It's every day, bro, with what is going on with Leeds United. A horrible Jake Paul reference there. But if you wouldn't mind, as I always say, guys, like, comment and subscribing. That would be absolutely ideal. The video will be out tomorrow as well. The Room Mill, we've got some exciting stuff coming up this week as well with regards to other people being involved in the channel. So if you want to catch all that stuff, make sure the notifications are on. Guys, I will catch you tomorrow. See you in a bit.